Okay, the next lesson is extra help with parallel and perpendicular lines. Okay, so now we're going to do one more problem, see if that'll help you. If you have some questions, you need to make sure you come and see me. Alright, the first thing you're going to ask yourself is the equation they gave me, is this one in slope-intercept form? If the answer is no, you need to put it in slope-intercept form. So I'm going to take my 2x minus y is equal to negative 6. It's not in slope-intercept form, so I need to put it that way. I'm going to move the x to the other side. Over here, I have a negative y. I like my x in front, so I'm going to move this whole term to the front. And I'm going to move the negative 6 to the back, so the x is the line leader. Okay, I can't have a negative x, so I'm going to divide everything I see by a negative 1, negative 1, and negative 1. Negative and negative is positive y, negative and negative is positive 2x, negative and negative is positive 6. Okay, so now I have my slope-intercept form for my original equation. My slope is 2. My y-intercept is 6. So I'm going to move down to my graph. I'm going to make a little note up here because I need to move down so I don't forget what I have. I'm going to use a green line here. My slope is 2. My b is 6. Okay, so now I'm going to move down. Okay, my beginning point is my 6, and it's going to be the 6 on the y-intercept. So here's my y-intercept, the up and down line. Here's my x-intercept, the horizontal line. Okay, using my green pen, because it says use a different color, I'm going to start at 6. That's my beginning point. My slope is 2, positive 2. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, and over positive 1. Or I can go back to 6 because I don't have any more space to go up. I'm going to go down 1, 2, and over negative because two negatives make a positive. Negative 1, negative 2, over negative, negative and negative is a positive. Negative 1, negative 2, negative, negative is a positive. So here's my green line, and again, I'm not very steady with this pen, but I'm do the best I can. And it keeps going on forever. It's a line. Okay, that is my first equation. That's my parent function, my parent graph. Okay, I'm going to erase this, and then we're going to do the next step. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a line that's parallel. Well, I have two lines over here. What do we know about the slope of a parallel line? We're going to use the same slope as in our parent function. So we're going to use the slope for parallel of 2. I'm going to make a note there so don't forget. Over here on the perpendicular line, we're going to use a slope that is the reciprocal of the original slope and an opposite sign. So this is 2 over 1. We're going to make our perpendicular flipped over 1 over 2, and it's going to be the opposite sign, which is negative. Okay, let's go ahead and work through, and I'm going to make this red, our parallel line. So it's going to be y is equal to 2x plus b. Okay, so now I've got my order pair. I forgot to put that in there. And then the other one, I'm going to go ahead and put it in here while I'm thinking about it, is also 4, negative 1. That's the two order pairs they gave us for the equation. Let me see if I can get rid of those boxes. Okay, so now parallel lines. We're going to use the same slope as the original. Down here we found out that the slope of the original equation was 2, so I'm going to use that same slope. I'm going to put it in slope-intercept form with 2 as my slope. I'm going to substitute my 4 and my -1. This is my x, this is my y. So my y is going to be -1, 2 times 4 plus b. So I have -1 is equal to 8 plus b. I need to get b by itself, so I'm going to subtract 8, and I'm going to have my b is -9. I'm going to take that -9 and put it in where the b is. So my red line, the equation is y is equal to 2x minus 9. That is the equation that I'm going to use. So now I'm going to go down, and I'm going to put my slope. Sorry, somebody in the neighbors are knocking or honking. Slope is 2. My b is -9. Okay, so I'm going to go down to my graph, and I'm going to look at my graph, and I'm going to find my beginning point. Well, I don't have a -9, and this is going to happen on your homework. The lowest it goes is to -7. So just go ahead and add a couple more lines, and we'll just estimate again. Okay, our slope is +2, so I'm going to start at my -9, which is about right here, and it's going to be +2. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, over 1, 1, 2, over 1, 1, 2, over 1, 1, 2, over 1, 1, 2, over 1. You go on forever and ever. So this is my red line. That is a line that is parallel to the original line. Okay, and we can see that it is parallel. It goes on forever. Okay, so now that is the parallel line. Now we're going to do a line that is perpendicular. Let me erase the things again. Alright, so now we're going to do a line that is perpendicular. Erase a little bit more here. And I'm going to go ahead and use, I have a red and a green line. Let's use a blue line this time. Same idea. We're going to make our slope-intercept form, except this time we're going to use the slope that's flipped over opposite sign. So we're going to use -1/2 x plus b. We're going to substitute. Our y is now -1, because this is my x, this is my y, is equal to -1/2. And now instead of x, it's going to be 4. I'll make it 4 over 1 plus b. We are going to either multiply across or cross cancel. I like to cross cancel. That becomes 1. This becomes a 2. 2 times -1 is -2 plus b. On the other side of the equal sign, we have a -1. Add 2 to both sides. We have b is equal to +1. Take that 1 and substitute it back in for your b, because that's what we found out. So our equation is y is equal to -1/2 x plus 1. That's the equation of a line that is perpendicular to the very first original line that we did. Okay, now go down here. We're going to say we're going to use a slope on the blue line of -1/2. Our b is 1. We're going to go down to our graph. Our beginning point is 1. And I don't have to create any lines because there's a +1 right here. That's our first point. We can go up 1 over -2. Up 1 over -2. You could also go down 1 and over +2. Let's move it down just a little bit more. we can go wherever I was at, down 1 over positive 2. And now here is my line that is perpendicular to both the parallel lines. Again, my line's not very straight. They should be on those blue dots. Alright, hopefully you're getting it. I know every time you see it, hopefully it gets more understandable. I know it's hard, just keep trying and don't give up.